Alright, this is my 2006 Ford Expedition 5.4 liter V8. As you can see, I have one headlight out. In this video, I'm going to show you how to change out a headlight on your 2005, 2006, I believe a few more other years before they change the body. Alright, first you want to pick you up a headlight. I actually have two of these. You should always change out your headlight in pairs, although a lot of people don't. But it is recommended that every time you have to change out one headlight, go ahead and change them both. Pick this up from Walmart. It's not the top of the line, it's not the bottom of the line. I think I probably spent about maybe 18 bucks for this Silver Star Sylvania. You can find them cheaper, you can find them more expensive. Probably later down the line I'm probably going to end up going HID or either LED. I'll make a video on putting those in also whenever I do get them. Go ahead and pop your hood around the center, right on top of your Ford symbol. You should have your latch. This is what we find. Let me turn my light on, give you a little bit better picture of what we have here. There it is. What you're gonna see is two bolts held on by a clip, and that's gonna be a 10 millimeter. Gonna remove those. And there's one more right down there. You're gonna have to loosen that one up in order to get everything out. So let me go ahead and loosen all that up and see what we got. Alright, apparently I got one of the trucks with super tight clearances, and the headlight is actually getting hung up on the body work. See if I can show you something in here. What I did was I just got some blue painter's tape, and that way so I can protect my body work. And I don't know if you can see that or not. Right there, that little black tab hanging down right there. There's one of them. There's another one right there, and there's a couple more on the side. And what those are doing is the light is supposed to come out towards me, and it comes down at an angle a little bit. When it comes down at an angle, it's pushing down up underneath my bumper. So what I'm gonna have to do is use some screwdrivers, various other tools, pry bars or what have you, to try to pry the light out. Give me a few minutes. Let me try to do that and see if I can get it out. Alright, definitely a lot more work than I initially thought it was going to be. I ended up having to pry around this side here. See where that one was getting caught. That one, this one, that one, and that one. So 4 along the bottom, 2 on the right side. So it did get hung up down here on this little notch just a little bit, and this one right over here. Took a little bit of prying to get it out, a little bit of finagling, wiggling. So just do what you got to do to get it out, but by all means protect your body work. This is a 06 Limited, the cashmere paint color. I don't know if you can see all those pearls and everything in there. Pretty nice looking paint job. Also, it got hung up a little bit up in here, right in this area. So those are just areas of concern. Watch out for. painter's tape like I use, definitely a big help. So let's take a look at the light here. Alright, as you can see, there's going to be this rubber grommet on there. Gonna want to take that off. Just pops off like so. Headlights in this hole. Let's go ahead and twist it. Feels like counterclockwise. And there's your old bulb. Sorry about the video there. It may go upside down on you. So let's get that changed out. Alright, I took off my old bulb. That's what it looks like. Everything appears to be intact. But what I did find was a plug that looks like it's burned out. So I don't know what could have caused that. Bad connection, shortage, but this definitely needs some attention. So what I'm probably going to do is see if I can find another one of these plugs. If I can't find another one at the local parts stores, I'll probably go to the junkyard. Pretty sure I can find one there. It's a fairly common headlight plug for a 9006. But I'll keep you posted, because I think that's what's going to be my issue, being at the light. Like I said, it looks to be still intact. You can see where it burnt out on the inside of there also. Don't know what would have caused that. Like I say, I'll be sure that this next time, maybe some dielectric grease or something like that to put down in there, just to make sure everything stays on the up and up with the connections. I just noticed this was out last week. This is not my daily driver. I drive it as needed to pick up the kids and stuff like that. Other than that, I'm in my Ford Ranger. But well, we'll get this looked at. I'll keep you posted. Alright, this is what I found. I went to O'Reilly. I was able to find a connection that I'm going to need. And so that worked out perfect. I don't have to go to the junkyard. And that's a Dorman brand 9006 bulb type connector headlight socket. And as you can see, it was $5.99. I also went ahead and bought some of that bulb grease that'll help out with that short circuit that happened inside of the last connector. So I'm going to proceed with installing this and see how it turns out. Alright, if you're not sure which end is what, you can never, well, I'm not going to say never, but usually you won't go wrong putting things back the way you got them. So being that this one blown out with the blue wire, on the left side of the plug and the black wire to the right side of the plug. If I install the new one, same way, put it upside down with a clip on the bottom. This left wire should be the blue, and this right wire should be the black. And so now I'm going to cut my wires and make my connections. This wire did not come stripped already. I just stripped it and twisted it to get ready to make my connection. It is a little long. You can cut this to fit if that's what you choose to do. I'm just gonna leave it long. There's enough space down in there just to tuck all the wire in. So either way, whatever you want to do should be fine. All right, got my connections all made. All right, now let's put the bulb in and see what she does. Got the bulb in there, and as you can see, it has some little tabs on it. It'll only go in one way and twist. It's going to twist clockwise inside of that housing, and there are my wires tucked in there. All right, let's get this rubber boot back on and we'll try to install the light. Just reverse your process from taking it out. It shouldn't be as hard to get it in as it was taking it out, because I'm not going to incur any of those little clips going to the back side of it. Everything should just slide back into place. So let me do that now, and give me just a second. I think I forgot to show you me putting the grease in. That's the little bulb grease. It's supposed to help out with the short circuits or whatever, arcing, whatever you may call it, in between the posts, as it did in the last bulb. Also, when you're putting your bulb in, be sure not to touch the glass on your new bulb. Doing so, the oils from your hand, fingers, gets on that bulb and just prematurely wears it out. So keep that in mind. Probably be a good idea if you want to wear gloves, if you kind of clumsy or don't think you may be able to do it without touching it. Gloves would be a good idea on this end of it. All right, got everything back in. Let's go turn it on, test it out. Looks like everything's looking good. Now we'll just remove all the tape. That little mark was from a previous bulb change, hence why I'm using the tape now. All that cracking and everything from years of being outside. All right, you get the gist of it. Hopefully this video helps someone. Leave a comment, of course, thumbs up, and always subscribe. I thank y'all allowing me to share this video with you. Thanks. Good evening. Goodbye.